Hey, how are you? Today I want to talk about what is a man. What is a man and uprooting the false blueprints. You can't live what you haven't defined. Okay? Here's one of the main problems. Man inherit mixed messages. It's hard not to be heartless, strong but not soft, or dominant yet kind. The result? Inner confusion. There is no specific, general, stated definition of what a man is. Instead, you have these different cliques or groups of males with different influencers and sources of information in which one or is member of one of those particular groups, or perhaps the most influential person within that group, or if there is a leader of that group, is the epitome or what is epitomized or idolized as the definition of a man. Using myself as an example, I'm an only child and grew up in a single parent household. And so my understanding and definition of a man were from bits and pieces of information that I gathered. Some of that information came from, well, mostly older males, but some of those older males used to hang out on the street corner and standing in front of stores when that was permitted. Like, this was in the 70s. At the basketball court, because I went to the playground, there were a lot of older males playing basketball. Matter of fact, I seen some of them smoking, and around about 8 years old or so when someone threw a cigarette on the ground, and I tried my smoked my first cigarette. It was also at a young age, as far as like one of my stepdads. I didn't grow up with my dad. So there, in regards to a male figure in the household and learning a definition, I didn't have that example. But I did have several stepdads. My first stepdad was physically abusive to my mother and an alcoholic. And so at a young age, I remember him allowing me to have beer, a Mickey's at that time. Other than that, the other thing that I learned from him, I didn't learn domestic violence from him, but in seeing him physically abuse my mother, I decided within myself that that's something that I would never do, and I did not consent to, I didn't condone as far as men beating women. And so these are just some of the examples of things that I saw, that I witnessed, and like with seeing my mother physically abused, my response and decision to seeing that happen is an example of the decision that I made within myself as far as forming my definition of what a man is, what a man does, and what a man does not do. At least for myself, because again, there was no example. Now, here's the solution. Strip away cultural scripts. Strip away cultural scripts, false identities, by examining where your definitions of manhood come from or came from, and then confront them with biblical truth. See, the Bible is another source of one's relationship with God or beliefs regarding God. Their spirituality may have an impact and could possibly be chosen to be a source for gathering or learning and having a definition of manhood. Now, here's a takeaway. Before you become God's man, You must unclean or unlearn the world's man. Clarity begins with challenging the original blueprint. Clarity begins with challenging your current blueprint of what a man is. Hey, thanks for your time. I hope this video helps. Have a great day.